Hey, it's Marie from netsavvymama.com and we're at day 22 of my 90-day video challenge. As always, I hope that you're well and having a great day. What I've got to share with you guys today is something that I think is pretty exciting, even life-changing, has been for me anyway. If you guys have been watching my videos, you'll know that just over a week ago, I shared that I had a massive breakthrough. And the breakthrough was realizing that if I wanted to grow my business past the point that I've grown it so far, I really needed to start working on my business and not in it. So without thinking too much about it, I just went out there and took some action and hired myself a full-time virtual assistant from the Philippines. And I've got to say that despite some reservations I had in the beginning, it is one of the best things I've ever done for my business. Now, in the beginning, I did have some reservations because, number one, I thought I'll outsource. I mean, I'm not new to outsourcing. I outsource stuff all the time. But usually it's technical stuff that I couldn't be bothered learning about to do myself. So things like graphics, images like timeline covers, video editing, that sort of stuff. But they were always one-off things. When I thought about hiring someone to actually work with me and join me and be an employee of mine, I had reservations because, number one, I thought it would be too complicated. I thought this is going to be an employment arrangement. I'm going to have to worry about things like taxes and, just stuff. I thought there was going to be a lot of stuff involved in hiring someone full-time. And I would have to take the time to train them, and I thought it was just going to be too hard. The second thing that I had against it as well was I wasn't quite prepared to let go of certain things. This might sound really conceited, but I just didn't think that anybody could do it quite like me. Proven wrong, by the way. And the other thing that I had, which was pretty major, was it was either going to be really expensive, not worth it for my business. Because if you can hire a virtual assistant from anywhere really, but if you hire someone from a developing country, then the value of labour is obviously more. And for me to do that, I just felt that I would have much rather invested my money into marketing or something like that. And on the other end of the spectrum, you can hire a virtual assistant from a developing country, like the Philippines. And for me, I thought that would be exploitation. For some reason, I just always thought that I'd be, to pay someone, cheaper than what I perceived to be the value of what service they were providing me. I just felt it was exploitation, and that was completely changed and shifted as soon as I actually got to speak to some of these people, to do the interviews, because every single one of them that I spoke to, and again, this is from the Philippines, they were all so grateful just for the opportunity to speak to me about getting some decent, legitimate work that they could actually do to earn a stable income to help their families. The value of our dollar goes a long way in developing countries, well, but the Philippines in particular. And while we might perceive, paying someone from there a certain amount, we might perceive that as really cheap. For them, it's actually a pretty good income. So again, after I spoke to some of these people who explained to me that they're happy to get a job paying them that amount of money, completely changed. So anyway, after going through the exercise of just hiring someone recently, I wanted to share with you the things that I've come to learn, because there's actually a lot more than meets the eye. It's not a complicated process, but there are things that I came to find out that I didn't even know I didn't know. So I'm not at all, claiming to be some outsourcing guru now, and I can only talk about my own personal experience. But if you are thinking about growing a business and you're considering hiring someone to help you with your everyday business activities, then I hope that the information I'm going to be sharing with you over the next couple of videos will really help you. Tomorrow I'm going to cover how to find and how to hire someone from the Philippines as a full-time virtual assistant. And then hopefully the following day after that, I can talk about how to manage them, or how I manage my virtual assistant anyway. So that's all from me today, guys. This video is going a little long now. And yeah, take care until next video. I'm really looking forward to shooting it for you. Bye, guys.